Hello, Rudy. Woody, is it loud now? Can you hear? Yeah, welcome, guys. And then the first time I'm call live, so if I have technical issues, you guys should forgive me about that. Okay. I think said, yeah, I think said, time is already up, so let's get started. I'm going to share my screen and then, um, oh, okay. And then if you have questions, as I do the presentation, if you have questions, then please just throw the question up to me on the comment section. Okay. Let's see if I can share my screen right here. Screen. I hope that you guys can see it. So, Mr. Mami Huai, which me actually bought comment section so that I will know that in a clear, then I can try and fix it. Okay. Okay, yeah. Thanks, Edis. Thank you, Edis, for letting me know so you can see my screen. Okay, let me go back. Let me go back ASAP and then begin the whole thing again. Okay. So all right. And then another person may statement of purpose, like me share some different perspective on how to write it. In Tisabia, along the way, say what the Huawei SOP buyer and answer a question about or feel that person which or statement of purpose if I'm with me, I mean unmute yourself now. No, I said I can help you with your questions. Okay. Yeah, just to be clear, sir, all these suggestions now may go through, from each slide, these are not, these are just my, suggestions about how to write it. It doesn't mean, sir, because school be when every school be our person will apply to, or Canada or say, or US or UK, wherever the school will be, school ni program na ɛwɔ ɔmo guidelines. Nti wokɔ school ni profile na sɛ ne website na wohwɛ graduate program no requirement on SOP writing na also follow instructions no. Why? So just make sure that I mean these are the member changes here no, is just for educational purposes. It doesn't reflect in the school's instructions. Okay. Okay. Normally, no, all person will apply to graduate school or Abuja. Yeah, now SOP writing here as a like step 2 of the entire processes. Because processes in a you know, step 1, you know, you have to look for school when a person will call. Step 2, as we will document statement of purpose and our personal statement. So writing statement of purpose, you know, it starts here with planning, drafting it, rewriting it, because first draft now better, you know. Normally, you know, first draft and then ensure that and sounded very good. So you have to rewrite it and rewrite it and rewrite it. Maybe to the third time, 3 times, and I will say, okay, uh, a very perfect. So you draft it, you rewrite it, and then you polish it. And now will be now the man is say, oh, yeah, give me a third eye, give me what you think about my SOP. And the statement of purpose required then what is statement of purpose? Statement of purpose, a bunch of sentences are like kabuma, a you know, academic and professional background. In terms of what should be about who you are. What I say, the statement of purpose saying like the goal or the core graduate school. And you know, what can be for I said it was school near train myself. We all middle school new train myself. You know, my name is this, I'm from this town, and you know, me say. But a statement of purpose now, myself, but on a larger stage. What I said, you know, best started, I can be there for now. What can be found once then your academic journey, school ben acquire, professional background, like Juma Ben or skills ben or okay. And now motivations are would they call that program school program now person open. Motivation is saying what is driving you to go to graduate school. What I say? And future goals. And then we you know we school now then I'll be so future goals is all part of the statement of purpose. But majority of the time, you know, graduate committees for Niana kind so many SOPs, like hundreds and probably, you know, if not thousands, probably let's say hundreds of SOPs every semester. How do I say? In the semester, yeah, you fall semester. Into you know, open so school next year. A bear, another person will fall 2025. I be August by this time. By application, no might be. Did that mean say, oh no, apply to that school and that program? No? You are competing with so many students all over the world from you know England, you know Asia, China, India, any of the African countries, Ghana, Nigeria, everywhere, you know. And you know, so who try at the for school man. That means you have to be unique. And yes, Obusa will say, what is unique about me? What is different about me? What's unusual about me? And I said, well, situation at the same because majority of the time, you know, so graduate committees for any review SOP, not SOPs, you know, any different. And we are a bit told they're not to tables because they're not trashing, you know, it will just end up somewhere. And you know, if you now based on your SOP, you know, and where not admission, what I say. So for graduate committees, you know, they review countless SOPs from applicants all over the world, right? Most statements tend to be similar, and which can quickly become, you know, very boring for reviewers. So normally, you know, you have to be asking yourself, say, what makes you unique? How do you differ from other applicants from other countries? What are your experiences and what are your unusual qualities as an individual? What does it? Okay. And how can you be unique? Um, I think that the way I'm viewing it here now, the way I me who are there on my screen is I cannot see any comment unless a public comment there. It is a will be a private comment. I may not be able to see it. Okay. So how can you be unique? Um, uniqueness in India it comes in various uh, varieties of life, any experiences. Because me experience, a bit different from our experience. What I say, and let's see how I've listed some few things that ubitimia can bema wo de na gina, as a very unique or different SOP from a different person. You can start with personal matters and family matters. And for example, let's see. So my fast as well. Somebody can just unmute and tell me, say, yo, oh, fast too much so that I will slow down a little bit, okay? And see, how can we be unique in our SOP and our statement of purpose? You can be unique by telling your own personal story. And I say, asama ato, and asama ato or family, using family methods. Let's see, for example. Well, you can also use academic mentors. Maybe as someone will teach a big catcher or and I say you are passionate about science and I was science teacher I can be teacher so and then a bit I'm a story now is unique because as someone will teach a catcher or no as someone one can't be I won't want a catcher so that means your case is also different in that regard. And maybe I will take a class be and I will kind of book be, class be I will take care of. I said, class really, I want to know more about it. And I said, what kind of book be and how a movie be, if a movie be so based on the movie, um oh no. Maybe I will what kind of book be now when you some inspiration if it's a book, So you were like, okay, based on what I've read, maybe I will kind of some DNA editing CRISPR, and I will kind of and I said, no, you want to know more about CRISPR. So and it's a bit more story now unique. Your job experiences, it be a Juma always is here now. Juma, you dream of a future job will be you want to be an FBI agent or something, So based on that, what Maka said, based on these experiences and this what you want to do in graduate school, and to be a bit more story now unique. And our problem, maybe you have identified a problem in your community and your society. Also solve a problem be maybe a assembly cost or maybe out from your country. So based on that, what Maka said, because of this problem, you want to do this. So again, I just want to remind anyone watching and anyone listening, say these suggestions should not replace any specific guidelines or instructions that the graduate school will provide. In the school, and medical school, one requirement say, okay, write it this way, write it that way, write this amount of words because school board workers will hear 500 words, school board workers will hear 1,000 words. Okay, so you just have to make sure you are following the instructions. All right. Going back to how to be unique on your SOP, let's see some few examples at my trade. So, what can personal story and now family matters? You can use this as an example. Maybe, for example, I'm a 40-year-old Muslim woman, and I have decided to break generational curses in my family and my community by pursuing a graduate degree in family therapy. Despite leaving all my children and husband, I'm committed to this path because I want to make a difference. Nti we no hwɛ story na onya ne person ɔkyerɛ sɛ okay ne situation na wo man sɛ ne family na wo mu no as a Muslim woman ne family no obi ankɔ graduate school da anaasɛ obi ankɔ n'anim wɔ obi ansua biribi ɛne mɛyɛ family therapist da but based on that story, like personal, family matter, so what we be say if I not graduate committee members no more can we SOP na, they can, come down to your level and I say they can appreciate the individuality na woman say, oh okay, struggle say na wo form and I say family matter say na at all. And like they see you as a human being. Nowadays we have all AIs and robots, they can write excellent stuff for you. But sometimes it takes the human aspect out of the things now what church Nti sɛ wotwa biribi na sɛ wode nipa so bi hyɛ mu a, deɛ ɔreka no ɔno nso ɔyɛ nipa ayɛ sɛ wɔbɛfeel sɛ okay, then you are, you really mean what you are saying. And I say, because of what you are going through, and I said, because of what you want to achieve in life, I want you to, I'm going to admit you to our program, okay? Into a personal story, maybe will be our personal stories, will be, from childhood to adulthood, irrespective of your age, So why already so local graduate school there, you can use a personal story or family matters. Another thing is academic mentors. For example, you can start by quoting something that an academic mentor told. For example, one of my favorite teachers in middle school, Miss Nak Akusia, once said, Maxwell, you are exceptional at math, and I believe you could become a great mathematician for our country and the world. And he said, if you are middle school and our high school and our science and our math teacher catch said the example here can na akosua sɛ, Maxwell, wonim adeɛ papapapa, woyɛ adeɛ wɔ maths nti no ahwɛ yi a wobɛtumi aba abɛyɛ the next Professor Alute. Nti woka saa asɛm yi kyerɛ akwadaa ɛwɔ school anaasɛ yɛka bi kyerɛ wɔ a sɛ the way a woyɛ no wonim adeɛ nti no kɔ so a na wokɔ nkan a wobɛyɛ adeɛ paa ama wiase nyinaa. Nti sɛ ɛbɛtumi ayɛ academic mentor sɛ asɛm a wɔka kyerɛ anaasɛ wo pastor anaa wo parents ɛka sɛ mebɛyɛ deɛ unimade, we had your mass, you actually be called the form of the back. So that can be a unique way to start your SOP because as someone will be a catcher, it's a revelation and as a dream. We dream no a bit different. As someone be a different form. The what I say. We know say it's a graduate committee member now. My kind bɛyɛ 50 SOPs and 100 SOPs from students. Na mehu deɛ no nko ase a ka sɛ okay ɛneɛ ɛno nti na wakɔ so a wopɛ sɛ wobɛsua maths ɛwɔ ha. You want to do masters or PhD in mathematics. So your story can be unique in this way, okay? Classroom or book, like maybe what kind of book? For example, I was in high school when our biology teacher was absent. Okay. So what I did was that I gathered all my classmates and taught them about DNA structure. And when I realized that all my classmates were paying close attention, they were engaging with what I was teaching, this experience made me realize that I have a passion for genetics. So this scenario can be you. Maybe I will high school, physics teacher or math class, biology teacher or math class. And I was like, okay, my main physics book in maybe some pendulum and whatever topic it was. Okay. In this scenario, when you watch DNA and gene structure. And how the friends need pay attention us. Listen, meet my a scientist or genes more. This can be a unique way because one kind of bit my feel how the experience was because all casting we are, me review SOP now. I wasn't there in the classroom. I just say until the experience that you felt there, the feelings now really were inside and I said, I did say the match DNA helix structure no. I had that you meet my gene scientist. It can be a unique way of you to start your SOP this way. Okay. The next one that I wrote is about your job experiences. For example, I come from a family of lawyers, and during my internship at our family's law firm, I meticulously reviewed cases and legal clauses. However, I soon realized that I didn't connect with a legal profession. That's when I decided I didn't care about all the sections and all the clauses of these laws. Right then after the internship, I decided to become a sound engineer. So this is a clear example, like when you're said, the family no, omo lawyers, the papa a lawyer, the mommy a lawyer, Nina Bema a lawyer, Nina by a lawyer. And no, so I said, if you are coming from a family, munya medical doctors and teachers and masons, whatever the profession may be. Sometimes, parents also want the kids to follow the same path. And the guy when and I said, lady we now train. ne family no ɔmo nyinaa yɛ lawyers. Nti no ɔkɔɔ law school no ɔno nso ɔyɛ internship wɔ ne family ne law firm no. But ɔhwɛ cases a wɔhwehwɛ mu na ɔhwɛ clauses section article 1.652 deɛn ɔsɛ madamfo ade wei deɛ me no mepɛ. I just want to be a sound engineer or maybe a DJ, you know. So I want to go to graduate school and go and learn more about sound engineer. And he said, graduate school committee, no, more kind sound engineer program, or more kind SOP with the first startup line. Obono said, this guy or this person is coming from a prominent house. Omako school, you know, very, very intellectuals. But what decided said, or be a sound engineer. That means, you know, the person is passionate about the sound engineer. It's not like the person will be a sound engineer because he's coming from, or he or she is coming from a family of sound engineers, you know. So this way too can make you unique. All right. So let's see the next one. A problem or activity. For example, small-scale mining in Ghana is called galamsey. It's destroying our lands and water bodies. I'm so passionate about becoming a climate scientist and environmentalist just to raise awareness and educate people on how to protect our environment. Okay. So, for example, Marcus is here. We know when Yana is coming from Ghana, you know, say, oh, galamsey is killing our water bodies, killing our aquatic environment and all that, and it's destroying our lands and, you know, causing diseases or whatever. But not all person solving this problem. But how can you solve the problem? Also, call graduate school to learn more about, you know, being an activist or being a climate scientist, so that obetuma using the knowledge and platform now when you know education to just protect the environment. This is a unique way of starting the SOP. So, like I've been saying, I mean, obviously, we'll be on stories, you know. So, like said in big account or some video that me some few weeks ago. No? It doesn't always have to be like when you were a kid, you know, you wanted to solve a problem. I mean, it can be that too, okay. But obviously, you know, these are 5 ways. You know, there are countless ways that you can start your SOP. All right. So these are just 5 ways that you can be unique and stand out. Okay. Um, like I said, if you have a question, the way my screen is set up, I don't think I will be able to see comments. You know, so you can, if you can unmute and ask a question, that one too can be great. Or probably I can pause a second. All right. After this one, let me pause a second and okay. All right. So if you have a question about how to be unique, you went off for a while. Oh, I didn't see it. Anyway, if you can make your comments public, that would be excellent, honestly. Okay. So any questions so far, if you are watching it and you have, if you have devices are not connected, or if you have questions about how can you stand out, you know, how can you be unique with your SOP, I can give like 30 seconds opportunity for you to ask a question about it before I jump into the next one. Okay. So 30 seconds. Okay, please. If you want to comment, if you want to write it, I can read it. Because once I start to share my screen, it's going to be hard for me to see your comments. All right. Yeah. And then if I'm going too fast, please just let me know. Okay. Just type something and say, dude, you're going too fast. Okay. And I want to make us so I meet my team. Why? All right. So 30 seconds questions if you want to, if you want me to clarify anything at all. Yeah. Okay. It looks like at this point everyone is fine. I mean, I don't have a lot of viewership right now, but it should be fine. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I'm still waiting. If you want me to clarify something, it's a private chat. In which paragraph do you include your unique paragraph? Oh, okay. I just had a question on the private chat. I mean, you can send private chat or comment. Which paragraph do you? I'm just going to read it. I don't think I can show it on the screen. But anyway, the person is asking, in which paragraph do you include your unique paragraph? Personally, I'll just start with it. Like, if you are starting the SOP, it doesn't have a consistent or one size fits all solution. So normally, you want to stand out with the first paragraph, because the first paragraph. Because think about it this way: if I'm the one reviewing like 100 SOPs at a time, if I take your SOP and nothing catches my eye, I'll just move on, I'll just brush it off. So I would say the first paragraph should be your unique story. So the first paragraph, unique story. Okay. Okay, got it. Any more questions about being how to be unique with your SOP? You can either send a comment or private chat. This is my first time again. I should mention it because I am not someone who goes on live every now and then. So you say, what's your learning experience for me? Okay. Um, Let me share my screen again, and then um, okay. So let's go presentation mode. Okay. So now that you've seen, now we have to try and avoid some of these things at all costs. What should we avoid? Avoid errors, misspellings, inconsistent paragraphs. Errors, because I don't know, funny say, so what person will graduate school? Graduate school so is highly intensive academic work. And I'll call graduate school be homework, be academic writing, this animal. And they say if you are writing your SOP and you have so much, misspellings and errors, any mistake, me not make I will not take it serious. Look like, oh, now what all about graduate school? Graduate school, no, academic name and I'll be, and I did was spell it, that means you are not being serious about it. Poor English and broken English. Oh, see, you're before you tray, you're any before you can. And he said, oh, can be na borɔfo yi sɛ asɛ mɛka kan AI a book technology na and I won't say correct. I just ask a friend or someone like, okay, can you check the sentence for me? Is the English correct? Is the English good? Because don't mean idea o person will call baby or ka borɔfo. Nti sɛ borɔfo no na ɔmo use wɔ ɔmo country hɔ a, it will look bad on you if your SOP has uh, your screen slides takes a while. Okay. Yeah, my slide takes a long time before loading. I really don't know how to fix it, honestly. But I'll try and slow down a little bit. Okay. Okay, so avoid English that is poor or bad English or broken English. Okay. All right, next one. Not following instructions. Okay. Not following instructions. SOP be a graduate program be a graduate school be a website be a or more instructions. So committee ni who say okay, you catch write 500 words. Don't go beyond one page. Do this, do that. Now we the whole part. The first thing a graduate committee member or kind of SOP now, we say you are not disciplined enough for this school. So the first thing I'll be say, on kind of like I said, okay, we gave you 3 instructions. Did you follow them? If you didn't follow any of the rules, then there's no need for them to admit into their program. So you have to try and avoid not following instructions. Okay. Okay. So because the slide takes a long time before loading, I'm just going to take my time a little bit. So the next one is exaggeration and lies. Ubo how funny SOP now to me say why exaggerating to the sense person will chill say one no or ball Ghana crowd, one in a did Ghana independence by, but you have to know say more kind of SOP, they are highly educated people. Graduate school ni bida. And now kind hundreds and thousands of SOP in their career. Everyone is a graduate coordinator and one was started adwuma no. What kind SOP bebree nti and Trona will be channel. Like before you start the intro no achieve that. So I would just advise like try SOP, just minimize the exaggeration and try and throw bebree and don't make yourself too high. Just be you and stay within your limits, okay? Because we try and throw bebree now, baby. They will see it that you're lying and then they will just not admit you into the program. Next one, on the list, saying what you think they want to hear. I say, because you are in your head, you think, say, okay, if I write this type of sentence, they will think, say, I'm the guy, I'm the lady, I'm the one, I'm the one for the program. Me na me kwaji Nobel Prize I'm master school, so they have to. But we forget say school any papa there, any mama there. So they really don't care about you. Right I say. So you have to say things that try and stay within your limit and don't say things that you think they want to hear. They are not ready for the exaggeration and the lies. What I say. So make sure say kind baby, you are not over talking because that's all three sentences be they are trying to convince them, but convincing them crowd it's not actually convincing them. So what I say. So and don't recycle materials. Also, like CCA, I'm trying to just put out materials on how so many ways that you can write your SOP. Don't try and just copy what you see on the screen and then take it to your grad school that person will apply. There be yes sir, because first of all, graduate school is a PhD now, it's a master's. They don't like academic dishonesty. And it's a plagiarize it, copy, dab and go for work and go for SOP now that come on one. Uti anye na SOP na wo dab no. And when SOP na no be sa committee member na e kan a. Obo say this ade me kan say na wa copy dia be. They will just disqualify. They will not even admit you into their program. So you have to be original. And if we are saying Nipana, you dos over 7 billion people. And will be unique. So you have to try and be original, be yourself. Don't try and copy some of the things that I'm saying. I mean, obviously you can rephrase them and let it be and let it represent who you are as an individual. Okay. So don't recycle materials. Just be original. Because if you are not original, they will catch it. They will see it. They will see it through what you've written. They look at Aquarium now when it's serious. Because so the next thing you have to try and avoid is trying to sound like you're an angel. Why I say SOP now what train in such a way say where Mother Teresa and now where Mary. Because what training said to say, oh, my donations for her, and then some kids were dying. I saved their lives. I paid their school fees. Like I did donation to the homeless. I went to visit people at the hospital. Like what I can't send the brave person what says it. And I'm person me call me back a nursing program I was school because my injecting for brave massive for my life. Like I name me and come by this time. Please. Don't do that, okay? You can with my car idea why your boy will be kakra where's open, but don't try to sound say we are perfect, we are excellent guy, we my dear to the extent say or my admit to a program no ma the school will lose. No. Or who say you are trying to be that type of an angelic person, Mother Teresa, Jesus mom, like Mary, our guys are acquiring now in this year. nipa bɛn na watumi asɛbi Jesus what can say the way Jesus and so don't do that. Try to back up your sentences with evidence. Indeed, because okay, what we research or Eugene and KMS and UDS, then you have to back your research with evidence. Evidence in say we poster presentation, we publish our scientific journals, and I be with thesis in the join news ebe like you ended up in the graphics or in the newspaper. Like these are evidences that actually what you can do. Okay. But yeah, so just please try not to be not to come across as someone you know it all. You are intelligent. You're overly intelligent and you're overly like perfect, baby. Don't do that. Oh, you're perfect, and I think I won't school home. Okay. Next thing, try to avoid all brand new activities. About how funny SOP now. SOP no, ABN Opeso School 2025 next year. First thing Obeka is okay. I started a job in 2024, maybe August. And at August na minya promotion. August na September 2024. And minya another position. October 2024. And I was invited here. And just experiences now what SOP centered around about 3 months of his entire or her entire life and experience. So me na make kind SOP na experiences any activities na what SOP ni mu no just current, just about a span of 4 or 5 months. And like I said, you are lying because within a space of 4 or 5 months, to me, I mean, obviously it's not impossible, but like I said, within the 4 or 5 months, we accumulate so much, and don't want to form we experience there because experiences, it forms starting off from childhood, middle school, high school, university. Now we feel unemployed. Now we're national service. Now we. How come say all those years, from middle school to adulthood now we're that means there's something fishy, baby. So you try not to come across like as a hide baby. Don't do that. If you want to write about your activities, you have to spread them out. Okay, write something about all the activities and something not so old and something new. No, it shouldn't all the activities should not be focused on all the new stuff that you are doing. Okay, it has to be a mixture of all your life experiences, your skills that you have accumulated so far. Namika will say, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to either comment or something like that. Okay. All right. The next one is say too long. Avoid too long SOPs and avoid too long sentences. So me who sentences and I say me who SOP be yeah, 10, no punctuations, nothing. The first thing I mean when I say the person has no discipline. The same thing and a graduate committee or more kind of because this person has no discipline. There's no punctuations, there's no comma, full stop, apostrophe, there's the sentences are too long, there's no paragraph, like what trying to basa, what trying to basa, but if you don't have discipline, we don't need you in your program, so try not to maybe a couple of complex sentences here and there, but all of your sentence should not be focused on like long sentences. Some of them short, some of them complex, some of them long. Okay, beating about the bush, avoid it at all costs. Okay, how person manage biology manage biology any say. But one can say, or best start free, in few kwajuhu, na SOP over 3 pages. Obi any time to read about all these long SOPs. So here 3 pages they will catch. But usually SOP acquire 1.5 pages. and now acquire 2 pages. Abos are 2 pages. Okay. So don't just go straight, be unique, make short sentences, don't lie, don't exaggerate, don't try to be an angel. Just be just be who you are, okay? And then yeah, the next one I want listening is defining programs or discipline. Don't do that. Don't define programs or discipline. So bo ha what try so pina no I started maybe I was call chemistry. Like I said, chemistry is a central science that encompasses molecular molecules and electrons and protons and atoms. So if you learn chemistry, this is what you do. Please don't do that. Because yes, I know. Emphasize me example. Me na me review SOP no. Say bra school. Say me nim adwuma nka yɛmfa me sɛ menka wɔ SOP sɛ memfa wo mbra school. Nti ade na wo be define say chemistry is the den and I say molecular biology is the den. Ade na wo be catch them. Don't define my job for me. Me adwuma me ebia mo law school. My adwuma say I have to accept all law students and I say ebia me adwuma wɔ MBA school, Masters of Business Administration. Ɛhɔ na me adwuma. Now wo ba bɛtwerɛ SOP aba sɛ wopɛ sɛ woyɛ MBA na wopɛ sɛ woba nursing school wo ba na wo say business school is this and that and that and that. Me who SOP na mɛto atwɛn trash no mɛka sɛ ade na wo define ama me because me nim adwuma na anka yɛmfa me sɛ me mɛkenkan wɔ SOP. So don't define the programs, don't define what I said CRISPR and I say your chemistry and I your cell biology. I said cancer cell is then molecular, then confusion of cells. So don't define anything, okay? Because the more we define and the more you are pissing off the grad program. Say, I don't minimum juma now. When I catch them say chemistry is a central science. Minimum can be bad. So don't do that, okay? You have to just make sure that you are going straight to the point. You are being genuine. You are being honest. Don't lie. Don't exaggerate. Okay. Don't define stuff. Don't sound like you're an angel. Okay. Creating a whole new person that doesn't exist. That's the way you ghost. For example, okay. For example, ABR. Like why exaggerate here to the extent say now people like me na make SOP no but me show SOP no na me kan me say what create a whole persona, a whole new persona like as a nipa no crown the person doesn't exist. So yeah, okay. Wow, what you say? Why you wait that? Wait my way. Me kan SOP ni din everyone say what we degree or Eugene and KMSC, any of these universities in Ghana. When you're masters, when you're PhD, when you're Juma Emanem bear 2 years. But me fa SOP na SOP ni what 2 pages. And what should say why you say undergraduate and now we undergraduate no internship for her and internship no ko save you woman now we what to the extent that will be our we PhD crown 2 pages. That means you are creating a whole new person that doesn't exist. And almost now they can sense that you are lying, so don't do that. Okay. So again, I just want to remind anybody who is watching or who is listening that all these suggestions that I think that can help you improve your graduate school SOP writing, okay? So please do not copy. Make it personalized, make it yours, okay? Do not copy these suggestions. Do not, copy them and send to the grad school because that would mean say why not you didn't put in the time and the effort. And always follow the graduate programs instructions carefully. Okay. All right. So at this point, I will just pause for like 30 seconds if someone has a comment, if you want to test in your comments or questions about the things that might discuss about how to be genuine in your SOP and the things you should not do when you're writing your SOP. Okay. So after that, then I will go into the last portion of this, should I say lecture or something like that? Okay. Okay, let me see. There's one comment right here. In which paragraph? Oh yeah, I've already answered that. Okay. All right. So again, if you have questions on what not to do, what you shouldn't do when you're writing your SOP, and how to stay unique. And then the last portion will be some few examples listed on how to write your SOP. And then that one too, if you have questions on it, then we'll do. Okay. So let me see if I will put up a banner. Let me put this banner and say, if you find this helpful, you have to subscribe and like and share and comment. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. If you have comments, just please text. And then if you have your own SOP that you are looking at, and I be what for the SOP, I'm say review it. You can use these guidelines to review your friend's SOP. Yeah, and it's Kuku Kamatad Nenio. So one day, maybe once if I'll make another shirt and give it to you. But this and there, anyway, just by the way, okay, let's go back and Name Kao said Kuku Kem is YouTube channel that uses problem-based and project-based teaching methods to help students better understand chemistry and develop their problem-solving and critical thinking skills. So, if you are someone when you say you go beyond the the mode of teaching and learning our Ghana na memorization na, and as a friend or nephew or niece or a child in high school or middle school or whatever university. And I said, one because we teacher me, but you're looking for ways that you can teach your students, to stand out and to be able to use their brain to think, to solve Ghana problems in the few years coming up. Don't look anywhere else. Just look out for Coco Cam YouTube channel, and please be sure to subscribe or like and share. And then you can also join Google Cam's WhatsApp link, and then we'll be glad to help you out on learning and studying chemistry or physics. So no, I mean not well, I guess maybe later on physics, but now chemistry and maths. All right. Anyway, let's go on to share the last portion of share screen of the SOP review. Okay. Okay, let's go there and present a view. All right. So if you are writing your SOP, you have to start off with your name. Also, within, like I said, you have to write your name. You have to write program now. Any school now, any semester crowd person where then school. For example, maybe I would Nana Rudi Ajimandria, then you write it down on top, first page, top one, full name, applicant for master's program, and I said applicant for PhD program in chemistry. It can be law, it can be history. Now, below it, baby, I'll also be a school in Coco Chem University. And we're here for Illinois, USA, and I will baby. Like I said, location, maybe a YouTube. Semester Ben episode called fall, spring, summer. Then write it down, okay? And don't forget, so do Jim Besh's full name. No nicknames, okay? no nicknames, no AKs, no initials. Which DK, they don't know who DK is. Okay, so full name. So example, Sadamakan Ebia Nana Rudi Ajimandria, applicant for master's program, Kokokem University, YouTube, fall semester 2025, and now spring semester 2025, and now summer 2029, so all of those things. Okay, now let's start. For example, PhD history SOP example. Maybe I'll pay history. What did I say? University, be okay PhD. How do you start it? Okay. I mean, I'm not saying that this is the once and for all way to write it, but this is just a suggestion. If you are being we a history student, and I would want to be a history because science for now, the example be brave around. Until will be a history, will be a sociology, will be a dancing. All these things can be a very good example to them. So by the time I was 30 years, my first marriage ended in divorce. I was very frustrated and struggling financially. So I had to face the hard reality of surviving by doing small jobs. I started selling water on the streets and cleaning hotels. After saving enough money, I decided to attend university to improve my future. I'm most proud of this achievement. Nti wei no ɛka wɔ personal information sɛdeɛ mede ka aka no earlier no, personal information or family matters. Nti wei no sɛ ebia me na meka ɛ so pɛ mehu first paragraph na that would tell me sɛ this person will be a wɔwɔ tenacity anaasɛ wɔwɔ yɛkɔduro honhom persistency. So persistent akɔyɛ biribi because graduate school no things can get really tough and really, really hard. And in the end, and very strong and very persistent. Say, I don't know, say do or die, I will do it and get it done. Because who say when you be was a spirit of commitment now, they wouldn't want to admit it. So kind of way, I say, and when you know troubles no pound divorce and selling street water on the street and with all this thing with me service kako university there when you know edinburgh PhD program now obey anyway and so such people they will get it done. Okay, so that can be your unique way of starting your SOP. Okay, then your drive, what motivates you. The next sentence and answer the which me that first paragraph what is driving you to go to graduate school. And in what I say, we will be who don't call university area. I've always been passionate about the strength of African mothers and grandmothers, their resilience in a male-dominated world, their fight for freedom, and the important roles that they play in African and Ghanaian society inspires me. And until Hannah, here, you can mention specific African women, Abia Yas Antoa, Abia, the First Lady, Her Excellency Rebecca, and Abia who feel said, why inspire with Jenny Nimuno. It's first one where the kaka say, we will be you don't quit, you get it done. Because what call troubles more or life more, and I wouldn't call university, even though no one you call university when you but still no what my we are best or graduate school. But and again, any power more like a mount drive, a motivating a Africa for ma more, aside say or a male dominated water like because we are surrounded by males and men. Into the rules the women have to fight for their freedom and rights, this and that. So seeing all these things, and even some women becoming business women, excellent, intelligent women in the media space, who said these women are very incredible, they inspire you. It is something I make kind of do. Yeah, I can see say you have the drive, you have the tenacity to get into the program and also get it done. Okay. And from there, after the drive, you have to tell us, okay, you have the drive, you have the commitment. what is next? Tell us about the skills you have. Tell us about the academic journey that you have. And, the next one with my academic exposition or research that you have done. So we can say, okay, for example, my undergraduate research under Professor Mensah led to a publication or poster presentation. My goal has always been to go to graduate school and become a professional historian, So over here, you can explain why, you want to go to that particular school, why you want to work with a certain professor in that school and whatnot. The reason has to be there, okay? And, all these are just, snippets. It doesn't, I'm not going too much into it, but when I watch that, you have to make sure it's academic journey, it shouldn't be just 3 lines. No. It has to be like, okay, you went to school, your journey, you have done this research, this is the research that you've done, okay, and now or research, what publish it will be. One publisher now, you wrote a thesis. It's a form of publication, okay? You wrote a thesis on it, and then maybe you were fortunate, you got some awards, maybe a poster presentation, win an award to be mention it. Maybe a call news, whatever, like some interview based on your passion for you becoming a historian and all that. Okay. And the next what is your commitment, your life experience, your passion for education, your passion, people that are inspiring you, your drive, your educational exposition and research. You have to also tell us what are you going to do with the graduate knowledge and the graduate experience. Okay, so example, I believe I will excel in grad school. Say the medical canon here, explain why you think you will succeed. It's an example, a bit said dedication. Dedication and watch out first. It's actually the canon. Can say you want to like you have the skills that you will succeed at. They already know say you are someone who doesn't give up in life experiences, and you are someone who is driven by the women in your society, and you are someone who have done research and you have the knowledge and the skills. So if you tell them you have the dedication and the experience and the passion, they will believe you. Okay. So that will be it for your SOP. It's not overly complicated or rocket science may say. It's just one of those things that you need, like a second guess or guidance on how to go about it. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. So let's move on to the next one. The next one where example for maybe a person called law school, okay? Law school example. Maybe you have a friend. The friend has been bothering you that okay, I want to go to law school, but I don't know how to write my SOP. Please help me. This is an example that you can use, okay? So you can think of this in a sharing the window. Okay. An example, a scenario or an event. It's over here, SOP the person that wrote it is trying to start off with a job. Adwuma a wɔyɛ ɛna ɔpɛ sɛ ɔde kyerɛ sɛ adwuma a mɛyɛ nti no mepɛ sɛ mekɔ law school. So let's look into it. As a police officer and a bailiff, I once worked on an election dispute case where something unusual happened in the courtroom. Most of the people had seated themselves far away from the star witness, all gathering on the opposite side of the room. I wasn't sure if it was due to their style of dress or because I was in my police uniform guarding the witness. Here, you can continue to share more details about the case. It's I just wrote in such a way, say, everybody said, we're a police officer. When you're a police officer, everybody said, election cases say the court, you have watched some on television. Nti bi a wɔhwɛ no bɛka sɛ who notice case na ɛkɔ so no, you notice that things were unusual. Ebia na nkurɔfoɔ no a wɔte courtroom no obiara yɛ din anaa obiara ɛyɛ some form of unusual thing bi a wohu wɔ TV no so no anaa wɔkan wɔ graphic anaa newspaper mu no. It can be your starting line. Say, even though I am maybe as a mason, as a contractor, maybe as a teacher. But one time during the election dispute in the courtroom, you realize that, the star witness, if you are not calculated, and be something unusual. So that can be a unique startup line. Okay. So let's go on to the next one and see what the next paragraph can tell us about the whole SOP for, maybe the person trying to go to law school and all that. The next paragraph, it's like you want to put theory into practice. And, the judge, and if, like I said, you saw something unusual you observed something unusual during the case. And, the judge in this case was very young, and it was her first case after being appointed as a judge. I could tell she was intelligent and knew the law surrounding the situation. However, due to the tension around the case, I sensed she was becoming nervous. I found myself wondering, what would I do differently if I were the judge in this situation? And, I think my question expand more on the job experience. And, what the car say, we a police officer, and now we a juma or courtroom, as I said, but case be a day election involving election by now say name be a cost what dean now I say your usual amount. And the next paragraph from us, Kase, judge na no chair akonyomu. Oh, my dear papa, very young person, but me who say as na why nervous because in the first case, appointing as a judge. Nti ma wo kora wo dwen sɛ timi nso sɛ ka me na meyɛ judge na anka deɛ na mɛyɛ. Because election deɛ na yɛ very tension case. Nti wei biribi sei no, deɛ ɔwɔkan wɔayɛ no, wɔasupi no, the person can like you can tell sɛ wo nyame bɛka sɛ I'm interested. What happened? What happened? Nti what happened na wafa wo graduate school. So let's see, what can you add in the next paragraph? I hope that, like, if you are listening or if you are watching, you can sense how you can be different, regardless of the program. Okay. In the last paragraph now, you can say something like this. I hope that through my job as a police officer and a bailiff, I can contribute to learn more about the laws and contribute to the protection of our judicial system. My ultimate goal is to live a life of service. In Tibia, what can I say? Okay, be a police officer or call courtroom, and then maybe see now we're being said, come in and me say, and come here, then, man, I'm a judge, and I'm a then, can make the same way. And to motivate you, say, and yeah, my main call law school, I mean, PhD, and I said, I don't know, some more PhD, some more masters, something in JD, Doctor of Juris or whatever. Men call graduate school, I'm called JD. And, a bit my motivation is okay. Me and a police officer, but some call, I'm called JD. Now, me banner may be no loss no more. Nice, I met me up. Judicial system, hope I met me at the assembly year. And me decided say me live a life of service. Service can be service to mankind, to the community, to the world, to your country. And so me na make kind so career. Let me me kind I don't know what engaging me interest and to me do last point or like I say I want to live a life of service. That's why I want to come to your graduate school to do JD, like Doctor of Juris. I don't know how to say it, but probably Doctor of Juris or something related to law. I mean, I will admit you, make us a private school Bible study because one of the way what you are unique and you are genuine. Number two, and I hope I saw what you said, like I didn't know Bible study, what the best boy in the pancasa. So these are just examples, that you can do to make sure say you are standing out, you are getting into the program, and everything is just by the pen. Your penmanship, and I say, like the way to make train your mouth. And to be honest, it's just free, like how you plan it, okay? Let's do one last example, and then we will probably take questions or comments or something like that, and then we'll call it a quick, okay? Molecular biology SOP example. Just all these are examples, okay? Please don't take it as though they are perfect, okay? All right. Life experience. We know as we know molecular biology SOP no. Or also mechanical as one so person was started with life experience. I would say examples now what huni no. I didn't even start from when I was a child. I want to do this, because just think about it. Hundreds and thousands of statements of purposes are going to be read, and you don't want yours to end up in the trash. One here, here for admission, but you want to go and do so. These are the tricks. Stay genuine, stay like make sure you are writing something in your exaggeration. Stay original, okay, and start with something unique. All right, let's go into this molecular biology life experiences. Witnessing my two teenage sisters being forced into arranged marriages in Ghana made me realize at a young age that my role as a girl was expected to be in the kitchen, leading to a forced marriage. However, inspired by powerful women like Oprah, Michelle Obama, and others, I've come to understand that when someone says no, it means there is an opportunity to be seized. After completing several free online courses and discovering the vast opportunities available, I'm determined to pursue graduate studies and become a molecular biologist. This will be our kind, something that make me be like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, first of all, catch us say the life experience. Me nuanom mmienu, yɛde ɔmo ɛbɛkɔma bɛrima ware wɔn at teenage age. Nti ɔno wɔhwɛ how a ebi wɔkan biribi wɔ social media, wɔhwɛ video bi a ɔmo sɛ kyale. Sɛ me nso metumi kɔ m'anim a ebi a I can become a very prominent woman. You know, this will set you unique. This will set you apart from anybody who is writing things that are so generic. Okay, so again, like there are countless ways of being unique and different. Countless, okay? All you need to do is to activate, your creative part of your brain and make sure you are planning. And I didn't say I was planning, plan with intention, okay? Let's go on to the next paragraph. Your educational and research background. My independent research under Professor Evans focused on biodegradable and non-biodegradable polymers, where I explored their environmental impact and potential applications in sustainable materials. In the asset, you can talk more about your research, what you did, how did you get the data, how did you interpret the data, and how has that experience, made you who you are right now. Okay. During one of my internships, I had the opportunity to design methods for testing amino acids using GCMS under the supervision of Dr. Laws. All these names are made up, okay? Don't take it. They are not. They are not. They are not real names. I mean, they are real names, but they are not real person that I know. Okay. And here you can add more details about this experience and how it has influenced you to become a molecular biologist in the future. Okay. So and so Ostati also occurs to acquire polymers, biodegradable polymers, and acquire intention acquire amino acids. Into both said, all these experiences have built the person to become, very, very diverse. Our person acquire molecular biologist. So and so the next one probably will be what are you going to do with the program once you're done with it? Okay. So um yeah. Okay, so after grad school, what are you going to do? And upon completing my graduate studies, I aim to pursue a career in academia and research with a focus on teaching and mentoring. My past teaching experiences, here too, you can add specific experiences that you have, okay, have has reinforced my passion for helping students, and I hope to serve as a role model for young students in my community, giving them the tools and confidence to navigate their own life choices. Almost said, I say, no, person was actually I've been busy the fact said, or yakwadaa no ohun sɛ ne nuanom teenagers no yɛde wɔn ma aware no ɔno no pɛ sɛ ɔkɔ n'anim wɔ education mu so that ɔbɛyɛ role model to young girls and young students a wɔn face that scenario no ɔtumi ato wɔn fo sɛ me no I have first hand experience but because of this, I have been able to change my faith into also bit my year. So, me na make kind graduate application and I said SOP. I'll be convinced that the person is genuine, the person is showing evidence. And they say they are cancer. Say, I want to become a role model because young girls are being forced into marriage. And so there's a difference between saying what I just said right now and saying it's like my sisters were given into marriage, forced marriage. So this is a personal experience, and it's also telling like evidence. It's evidential. You can read, but you can also feel it. What when said on one family saying this. So you have to not just like say it or write it, but you have to back them by what evidence. To your kind now you can sense okay, you are telling the truth and maybe a little bit of lies, but like ABR, majority of it is being truthful. Okay, all right. So the last thing I can say, when you write your SOP, when you rewrite it, when you review it, when you edit it, make sure say when you are reading it, assume the position of the committee. And found so when I graduate committee, what I say, how will the reader understand or respond to this? Indeed, what you say, I am the son of the president of Ghana, or I'm the prince of the king of maybe England. Because of that, I want to come to your graduate school. What do you share graduate committee? What kind of you can decide for yourself, say, over about school and now my name. Oh, yes. So that would be the hint. So if you after writing after drafting it, after rewriting it, after making all the reviews that you can, make sure say you ask this question: how will someone reading it? Someone who doesn't know me, someone who doesn't understand the Ghanaian culture, someone who doesn't understand where I'm coming from, the pain or the success or the joy, who doesn't know me, who doesn't understand this whole scenario. How would the person understand it? And say, we'll answer now being from this question is such a way say the person is going to see it as someone who is exaggerating, who is lying, who is trying to be an angel, who is creating a whole new person that doesn't exist, who is making false allegations and writing, long sentences, beating about the bush, no punctuations, errors full of misspellings. The person will be like, okay, bye bye, I'm not admitting you. But if the answer to this question will be like, you know what, I hear you, I see you. This question, this SOP is telling who you are, and I love that you are still surviving. Or I love the fact that you have a commitment, and I love the fact that you are doing great, amazing things in your community. I love the fact that you have all these experiences and skills from your job, from your lifetime, and I'll be happy to have you in a program because I know once you come in our program, you're going to make great things for yourself and great things for our community. Okay. So basically, this is just a portion of what I have put them together. But obviously, you can. There are countless ways to make yourself unique and stand out with the SOP and write an excellent one. And I believe, sir, if you've learned something in this, and I say if later on you share this experience with your friends, I believe, sir, one day you can write a very excellent SOP. One okay, you feel like yeah, this is me. This SOP is me. This is reflecting my ideas, my knowledge, my experience, where I want to go with life. And then I think say once you're able to write an excellent SOP, you will feel good by yourself. Like what I said, say one family program now wouldn't say what kind of credit and this is who you are. You're not going to fake it. Okay. So um this is it. Please, if you have questions or comments about, and I mean, obviously there are so many professions in the whole world. I didn't cover all of them, but yeah. Thanks. Thanks. Someone commented that you could. Thank you, my brother. Yeah. So if you think some of these suggestions have opened your mind or opened your eyes, to some of these things, just please, share it to your friends, tell them about our channel, and then please go ahead if you've not subscribed already, subscribe to Coco Chem YouTube channel, and then that will motivate us to do more because all these services is free. I mean, again, I just have to say that it does. It shouldn't appear that like Ibia, it's just that I've read a lot. I've read a lot of SOPs. I've edited a lot of SOPs. You know, uh, and if you are wondering who this person is, I'm nobody. It's just that I have dedicated time to know more about the processes. So that's why I can tell you a little bit about how to write a very good SOP. So please, I will just give you about 1 minute to ask questions. If you have your own SOP that you want me to look at, you can just ask me the question. Okay. I know I don't have a lot of viewership, but I mean, probably in the future, if anybody wants to contact us, you can either email us, kukukem at gmail. Okay, let me say it properly. kukukem23@gmail.com. Okay, you can email us or you can join our WhatsApp group. Let me try and see if I can put a WhatsApp group link on the screen. I mean, obviously, if you have questions later, or if questions come in later, okay. Yeah, Prosper, thanks for your comments. It's a lot of encouragement to me. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for supporting. Yeah, so I'm still waiting. I'm just going to be here for 2-3 minutes. And if you have somewhere to go, you can just leave, okay? I mean, we are done basically. But if you have questions that you want to ask, or if you want clarification, you can please ask right now, and then I can help you out. If you have an SOP written down, you can read some portions to me, okay? I can tell you that, okay, this part is not looking great, this part is looking great, okay? I mean, again, whatever you've written probably is perfect. Probably it's okay for your program, but if you don't feel confident in what you've written, that means it's not good. I mean, it's as easy as that, right? If you don't feel confident in what you've written, that means your SOP is not good, okay? If you don't feel confident in what you've written, that means your SOP is not good, okay? That's what I'm saying. But if you feel confident in it, then go ahead and submit your graduate application. And I wish you the best, okay? I hope you succeed in your dreams and whatever you want to achieve in this world. And obviously, if you want to look me up, you can check me up on LinkedIn, KBia. We have WhatsApp group you can join. Okay, Facebook is KBia. You can find me there. Text me, message me, and then I'll be glad to respond. Okay. Yeah. So like I said, I'm still giving like a 1 or 2 minutes. If you want to leave, you are free to go. If you have a question, you can text, comment, private chat. I'm going to read all of them. Okay. And I also apologize for any technical issues because this I don't know anything about life and all that. But it feels really cool. Like, yeah, it feels really cool, really cool. Man, technology is a lot of things going on. But yeah, I'm still waiting for your comments, and probably I should play music, right? Let me mess with this thing a little bit. Okay. Oh, it's not going to play. I don't know what I'm doing. If you have a question, please ask. It feels like a radio station. All right, 60 seconds and I'll be gone. shut it down. Ellis, you want to ask a question? Okay. If you want to ask a question, please go ahead. Okay. Ask all your questions now. Okay, please. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be SOP. Any questions about grad school, chemistry? Yeah, well, yeah, chemistry, anything at all. Okay. Well, I mean, something related to education or science or life. Anything at all, basically. Yeah, but yeah, God bless each and every one of you for showing up. It's really, um, it's a blessing to have like few people show up. Maybe one person, two persons. It's a great feeling. I feel great about this. I'm really happy. So yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that I got some people to. All right. See you guys later on and next time. Thanks and God bless each and every one of you. Bye bye. I am closing it. Bye bye bye. I'm closing it. Okay.